traders, welcome back on this lovely Monday. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Welcome back, Dan, Henry, everybody, Bob, Grant. I'm excited. Today's the 19th. It was my birthday yesterday on Sunday, and New York had I don't know if you call it a triple play, but a quadruple. We had everybody at one, our Yankees, our Mets, our Jets, our Giants. Oh my God, it was so exciting. What a great birthday present to have. But it was a really, really nice day. Thank God. But everyone, it looks good. Looks like everyone's good. Thank you very much. Appreciate Dan, everyone. So hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend and what it is today. Today's time to get back to work. And let me tell you, there are some really, really good moving stocks right now. We haven't had a good pre-market in a while, but we had this really nice stock, this PRPL. My God, what a great runner-up so far from 7:30 this morning. I mean, this is what we trained for. Great level one stock, nice tier sizes, great volume, and the market's not even open. But we'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later as we move on. But overall, listen, you saw what happened last week. We had a big catastrophe. Let me tell you, I heard some horrible news this weekend. I heard that, Goldman Sachs, the godfather, okay, of trading, which some people don't even realize it, but they basically control by about 70% of their profit is just their trading department. They even when you heard what happened with FedEx last week about them saying about a global recession, even Goldman Sachs said it themselves that the worst is yet to come, which is terrible news, but it's also good news for us. Good news for us is we're in the business of trading. Okay, so for me, just to let you know, I personally think, this is excellent news for Goldman Sachs because they love trading. I mean, that's where they make their money. No volatility, they don't make any money. When the market crashes, they make most of their money because they go short. Most people can't go short. IRAs, Roths, some of you in Canada have yours up there, but that's what's happening. So we got to be really careful. You saw Bitcoin down a lot today. We got a lot of reds, markets down, a lot today going into it with that news. And you know what? It doesn't look very well. The rumor has it, they're not even looking at a 75 basis points pop. They're looking about a 100 basis points. They're expecting interest rates to be up that 8%, to kind of slow down the relationship. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I hear from all these analysts and this and that. I don't know if they're trying to not spook everything, but they said the worst is not yet to come, and it can cause a big crash in the market. So let me tell you the good news. So I don't want to be part of the bad news. I want to be part of good news. If all of you remember, I've been through so many crashes my entire life. I've been through the internet bubble. Okay, I've been through the financial crisis, Hurricane Sandy. Some of us been through COVID, so we know how that worked out. The financial crisis. So where there's a big catastrophe, there'll be a good opportunity. For some of us, probably didn't get that opportunity to buy that second home because now they're ridiculous. You don't want to get suckered in. Now be your opportunity to get it real. Probably if the market comes down, listen. If you're not in the business to sell, you might be there. Same thing with certain stocks. There was opportunities to buy things really cheap. You know what? Remember, great traders never buy at the bottom, sell top. You always buy in between. So there's definitely some great opportunities out there. Now, regarding about last week, let's just talk really quick about what happened on Friday, and then we'll go and move on. So we had a couple of stocks that did move pretty well. We had this ACOC that moved really nicely. You could see it ran from $10 at 10 o'clock. It ran from about 280, shot up all the way up to going into the close right around there, right around 390. Wasn't a bad moving stock. That one moved pretty nicely. Another one, TMC, was a really nice mover. Really cheap, inexpensive stocks. $1.02 over $1.34. Might not sound like a lot to you, but if you trade several thousand, you know what? Stock moves 10 cents. 5,000 shares, 5,000 investment, make you a nice $500. Nice short in NIO, that thing is just getting crushed, and it is continuing to this morning. So NIO, what a great short on that one, and it was just going on and on and on, going into the day, all the way up. It kind of stopped around 2 o'clock. You could see that, but what a nice little short on that one. And what else was but other than that, it wasn't a great day. Airlines, they moved a little bit, I mean, what else kind of made a move? Everything. I'll tell you the truth. I'm in cash. I've been sitting in cash. I tried to do a couple of swing trades. I was considering it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not buying into this thing. And you know what? You hear these people that it's funny. I keep seeing these analysts on TV. You got to buy into, into the crash, into a sell-off. And then all of a sudden, we're right back where we started. So I'm expecting we have to probably test. If you look here on the long-term chart, we're probably going to get close to 30,000. So we're about minus what we are down today, we're about close to about 600 points right now. So we're almost there. I mean, that is a pretty substantial drop right there. So everything that was made in the last year and a half is pretty much wiped out. Okay. So pretty much more than almost 2 years now. So January of last year, back in February, you could see in January, we were at 30,000. We shot up to 30, almost 37. Well, pretty much. And now we're right back down. We just went literally 7,000 points. And I mean, almost less than a year now. We're almost there. But I think we're going to we have no choice. Probably going to have to test it. We're probably going to have to test it. So we'll see how that goes. And but when you look like more long term, I mean, you could see this was really the dip from COVID. So this doesn't really count. So here you are, before COVID, pre-COVID. So you're talking right around 29,000, 30,000. If I go back a little bit further, you could see it there. Like you got a lot of supports kicking there. So it looks like we had a nice little push, from the last few years. And if you go back, you could see it. But a lot of supports here around 27,000, right around there. That's a pretty substantial run right there. Look at that, 18 all the way to 37. That's a pretty run. I mean, I can see we could probably go down to 29. So listen, just sit in cash, all right? Don't be jumping the gun on anything major right now. Listen, and how I know that? I'm a day trader. I just follow the trend. The trend is your friend. By the way, Robert, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. 51 years old. Could you believe it? You know what I learned being 51? Now I'm going to the doctor a lot more. That's all I've learned when I broke 50. That's all I basically learned. I heard the new 50 is the new 40, but that's it. The new life just basically started. That's what Mark's saying. And then October 4th, I get my surgery. So definitely that's going to be another project. Anyway, let's go do some shopping. What do you say? So the couple of stocks that are moving, we got this BCAN that's moving pretty decently right now. I'm looking over here on level 4. BCAN just made a big pop right here. And I'm looking over here on level 4. I'm not seeing any sellers. So this stock is moving really fast, moving up really nicely. Stock's got a big push. It is a level 4 though. You could see the spread is pretty disgusting, small tier sizes. So be very careful of BCAN. But if you're a level 4, level 5 trader, this might be up your alley. Another stock, a new IPO that came out, but it's not really going anywhere. HOLO, going to scratch that. PCPL, that one moved a little bit slower, a little bit more controllable. Just had a nice little pop right here, just around 845, a little program trading right there. Went from 387 all the way to about $4. Another very cheap stock. So that one's really on the top of the list. Now, just remember, I say this all the time. Market's not open. You know what I mean? For someone. For us, it is. For them, it's not. Another cheap little stock up 36%, level 1, but it's kind of flat right here. It had a nice push early this morning, but after 7 a.m., it hit a high around 240. Big support here around 220. So SNTI is not terrible. Put that on the watch list. And what else we got? Wow, again, a big push on that BCAN, huh? It's testing a big iceberg order right now, 5,000, which is really not a lot. But it is when everyone's showing 100 share lots. So that's pretty big. All right. Other than that, I don't see anything exciting in the big gainers. On the NASDAQ, seller got done on BCAN. Look at that. Let me show you that in level 4. You see it right there? Look at that big volume bar right there. Wow, what a big push on that stock. All right. Losers. Do we have any good losers? This stock got hammered. It's a pharmaceutical stock. We know they don't come back, so we'd be really careful on those. That's a little bit ETS. Here on the New York, anything moving there? The stock had a huge run up on Friday. You could see it went from 620 all the way to $13 and came right back down. It is an IPO. That's the reason why we didn't bring it up. We don't like to trade IPOs because if you don't, stock has never had any volume before. You kind of just basically playing craps. You know what I mean? So that's the bad part about that. New York Stock Exchange, not a lot going on. Not a lot. Don't see anything, not even a loser. We all know about HKD, right? Look at that, HKD down to $100. That was a fun stock. What did it do? It ran from 100 to about 300. What a nice short squeeze. Sure enough, we're staying away from that stock. That thing will just rip the heart out of you. All right, not a big list. It's Monday. Typical Monday, not crazy, not a crazy day. That's pretty much normal what we have. But we all know that we'll always find something that will pop up when the market opens up. Anything I'm missing, I did not call out. Grant says, yeah, the B-can's still running. It's doing a little bit of a shake right here. You can see it's doing a little bit of shake. Program trading kicked in right around 9 o'clock, which we all know that's what it does. All right. Anything else? All right. Listen, before we go, I just want to want everybody to hope the best and hope he's doing well. But Bill Ireland got into a really bad accident this over the week. He was driving one of his electric bikes and he got hit by a car. He's in ICU right now. It's just very honored that he actually looked out and reached out to us to let us know that he's going to be out till Thursday. I mean, here's someone, a student who's been with us for so long. I know he's like family to a lot of us that are in here, but yeah, he just basically told me they took 3.7 liters of blood out of him since the accident. Went through a chest tube and was put in 1.2 liters of blood where he was drawn off immediately. This is terrible. I'm reading what he sent to me. That was from the ER. That's about 75 minutes after the accident. Feeling much better. Maybe remove my chest tube today, possible. Discharge Thursday, Friday. Just want to let you guys know. You know what? That is the most. I don't know how to even answer that. It's just very, very touching that he reached out to us. So let's hope that he does well. And he's, obviously you could see how he wants to get back to us. But, let's just, like I said, let's hope that he'll do better. Yeah, same here. But let's just pray for him and hope he'll do well. But it's just great that he got back to us. All right. So anyway, in the meantime, everyone, let's get back to work. We'll start commentating once the market opens up. And like I said, and if you see something, say something. And if anyone knows Bill Ireland, email, like I said, just reach out to him. Hopefully we'll see him in a room soon. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you. We'll start in a little bit. And if you're on YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back here at 2:30. Thanks, everybody.